Morning, Levi.
Jet lagged.
Yeah, I can tell. You look tired.
Yeah.
All good
Oh,
then? How was your trip to Switzerland? How did it go?
it's good. Yeah, it was good. I was only there for a week, so I was like jet lagged the whole time and then came back.
Yeah.
But
What
yeah, it was hot, dude. Oof. Apparently, the day we did the race was the hottest day of the year in Switzerland.
I saw that on your Strava. That looked brutal. And
Yeah, I
then your
was.
Garmin blew up as well. So you
So
lost the file, bro.
I think this is what happened. At the time, Brennan and I were both together, like we were paired up for that segment, and at the exact same time, both of our Garmin's just like they went haywire. They're like turning off, turning back on, like totally uncontrollable. And then eventually mine, I turned it off and it did an update. So what I think happened is that the update was loaded and scheduled for a time in the middle of the night for California, which is where we both live. But we were in the middle of this race and it just gets pushed. So I didn't know this, but you can actually like select a turn off automatic updates thing, which I will do now. But it completely, yeah, everything was gone.
Because when I saw that your Garmin blew up, I was immediately shocked because Garmin's are like indestructible. There was no way that it just blew up.
That's my best guess is that this
Yeah.
update was already loaded on a device and it's timed and it just started, even though we were
Because
like
is
in
it
the middle.
working again now?
It actually started working again later that day when I restarted it. But, it's like I kind of wanted the whole file. And so
Yeah.
I was like, I'm
Yeah.
just going to do a manual entry.
Yeah. How'd you guys end up doing?
So, last year we had four like pretty strong guys like Corey Davis and Brennan who are currently still racing. And then me and this other guy, Tim, who's he's actually the nutritionist for Two Door, but he's super
Whoa,
strong.
that's cool.
Total scientist. Like
We should get him on the pod then. I want a nutritionist on. I want
we
to talk to
actually
him.
should get him on the pod. That
Yeah,
that is a good idea. We will do that.
sweet.
He can go uphill super fast. So last year we won pretty easily. And I think it sort of raised the bar. So
Yeah,
so this year there were two teams that were like completely stacked. Like the team who won that nobody saw coming was like Ida Schelling and like a few other guys that are still racing or just retired.
yeah.
Every one of them was fit. Like their weakest link is the CrossFit world champion, which is funny because he was just like, when I first saw him, like that dude's riding this. He was so big and so
Really?
muscular. But he was like, he could, he wasn't doing like the big climbs, I imagine, but
Right.
he could do certain segments and he could follow
Yeah.
the wheel for sure. So they were super fast. And then Corey had switched to a different team, Sunrise, which is like the biggest mobile carrier in Switzerland, I think. So their team was stacked. They had Tim, I want to say, I think Corey said he won a stage or the overall at Santoval.
Wow. So
Tim,
he's a good gravel rider.
oh
I
yeah, he
don't.
was super strong.
I
He
don't
and
know.
Corey did a total of 400K each because they were just carrying the load. So they beat us. We were fifth. Like after a while, it was pretty clear that we were not going to be in it. So we were like definitely kind of shut it down and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Did you guys raise some good money for King Ridge or?
Well, that's a great segue because it's actually still open until the 31st of August. So I'll
Sweet.
send you the link and you can put the link in to where people
Yeah.
can donate
Cool.
if they want. But to summarize, this is the tour. It's a charity event in Switzerland. There's three different distances: 1,000K, 500K, 250. Different size teams. People do it alone, 2-man teams, 4-man teams. But sort of the most competitive, most I guess regarded is the 4-man 500K, which we did. And the rules are that you start for this year, the first 66K, all six had to be together. Then there's like a check-in station. And then from there until 50K to go. So the meat of the race, like 400K, you can have any three together and you can switch as many times and wherever you want. And so you have to come up with a strategy about okay, well, these are the best climbers, so they should go together on the climbing section, which there was like 2 massive climbs and 2 medium climbs. Like I'm talking like horse category, like 1 hour climbs,
Yeah,
where it was me, Brennan, Tim went together. We did like 100K section nonstop. So yeah, it's actually pretty fun. So then you have a vehicle where you have these planned stops and you'll get there and then the next 3 will go. And you try to like transition as fast as you can. You get in the vehicle and then try to take a shortcut to the next meeting place. And it's all on open roads. So, you know,
that's
it can be
sketch a little bit.
it's a little sketch. Like, dude, we did this descent off the Proggle Pass. And I tell you, it is the gnarliest descent I've ever done in my life.
Dude, what? Really?
I don't think that they could run like Tour Swiss down this. I think people would die.
Oh my gosh.
It
What made
was
it so just
super
technical?
narrow, long. It was like a 15-minute descent, super narrow, and it just kept getting steeper and steeper. To by the bottom, like I was talking to Corey and Tim about it, like I've never heard my brakes make these kinds of noises. It was insane.
I
Like
bet
you'd
they
be
were
coming
hot.
in 15% super fast downhill, like into a corner that, you come around a bend and there's the corner. And
Mm,
if you screw it up, you're going to hit a rock wall or go off the edge into the forest. Like
God,
super gnarly, dude.
dude,
I took
that's
it super
sketch.
easy.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man.
So, yeah, we're there with Fari Diner, the owner of Skipstone, and he has a relationship with Tade. So we were raising money, 50% for the Tade Progachar Foundation and 50% for our foundation, the Kingridge Foundation there, tied to the Grand Fondo. So we got a really cool little send off endorsement video from Tade beforehand that Fari, I think he put it up on his LinkedIn profile, and I think that's where he generates most of the donations. But super cool. I'll send you that as well.
That's sweet. Yeah, I gotta check
Yeah,
that out. Wow, I didn't
yeah,
know. I didn't know that. So you got some encouragement from Tade before
yeah.
the race. That's cool.
And this is my second year doing it. And the first year, last year, we actually started at 5 p.m. and we raced all through the night. And this year was the opposite. We started at 5 a.m. and we didn't finish till 9 p.m. So we
Oof.
started in the dark, we finished in the dark. But, being able to see Switzerland in the middle of the day, like, dude, it was beautiful. It's
Yeah,
just gorgeous.
Switzerland's gorgeous. I
I
love
had
it
a,
there.
I enjoyed it more this year.
Nice. Especially since you got to kind of not fully race it. Once you knew that you guys weren't gonna win, take
It's
it a
a
little
balance,
easier.
like I still have it in me. Like if you tell me there's a start line or finish line, like my
Yeah.
brain doesn't, my legs might can't keep up anymore, but my brain's still there. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, we had 3 strong guys and 3 like, not professional cyclists. So it's a balance. You really have to work together. Teamwork is important. You're only as strong as your 3rd guy on the road at any time, or even your
Yeah.
6th guy when you're all together. So a lot of times you have to like, okay, like I have to take care of these guys. I can't go as hard as I want up this climb. And
Yeah. That's
yeah,
sweet. I'm glad you
yeah,
had a good time. That's awesome.
yeah. And yeah, Nicolette was with us, and it was stressful for her too because she's in the passenger seat of this van, navigating, coordinating ice and water. Dude, we went through so many ice socks and water. Like I haven't poured water on myself or had ice socks since I was racing. And yeah, a lot of food. Like, dude, at some point, I think during a break, I ate like prosciutto sandwiches, like some candy, pickles,
Oh,
chips, a Magnum bar.
your
Like,
gut must have been turning, dude.
yeah, there was times where like you're like, oh, my stomach's not good, and then there's times like you're just ravished and you're eating, and like, there was one time where I was supposed to do a segment, but I'm like, I don't feel good. I need somebody else to come in, and then there's like the last 50K, like I felt fucking amazing. Like I was like, I could rip the cranks off right now. I was like the only one that pulled.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
Well, why,
you
why
go
weren't
through
you
it all.
eating like proper nutrition, like gels and stuff? Fuck that.
But
When
it's
was the
funny
last
though,
time you had
because
a gel, bro?
we'll have Tim. No, I had a couple gels, But we'll have Tim on, and Tim is just like, you know, all sugar. But
Yeah.
then there's a moment when he cracks, like he can't do it anymore because, and we had this discussion. I was like, yeah, Tim, I get it. Like you train your gut 5, 6 hour stages at the most. Like you can do sugar, but dude, when you're doing all day, like at some point you have to have some fat and protein. Like your body
Yeah.
craves it. So
Yeah.
I still think that when you listen to your cravings, like it's probably the best thing to do.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of or at least our nutrition sponsor on Modern Adventure Endurance, we have like a good balance between like some things that are just pure carbs, sugar, and then like there's a training bar that has like I think it's maybe like 5 grams of fat per bar, but it's like a chewy kind of nougaty, and it like sometimes definitely when you're on like long rides, you crave a bit of that
Yeah.
fattiness, and so it's a good balance between that and high sugar stuff. So
I think it actually helps. This is going back to when I worked with Alan Lim. He sort of made sense with the cravings that sometimes your body needs a little bit of fat to help settle all that sugar and push it through your gut.
yeah.
I don't know the
Yeah.
science behind it, but it does.
Yeah, neither do
It
I.
does
That's
seem
why I
to
want to
be.
talk to a nutritionist because it'd be cool to hear the
Yeah,
science behind it all.
we need to get both Alan and Tim on board here.
But yeah, that'd be sweet to hear from Alan. I know he's always innovating with Scratch Labs and doing cool stuff there. So it'd
Yeah,
be cool because he's like the OG guy, right? He worked with you guys back in the day and like kind of changed the game in terms of
yeah.
nutrition, right?
I mean, yeah, you can always keep going back in time. Like
Sure.
at some point, someone was like, "Hey, maybe we shouldn't drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes in the middle of the Tour de France stage."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because that used to be a thing. They used to think that it opened up your lungs. Like anyway, but yeah, Alan was very innovative, and he wasn't afraid to sort of always try new things and learn.
Yeah. That's sweet.
It's important, yeah. So anyway, the bottom line is fundraising is still open. We're out there for a bigger reason than just to race, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's. I mean, if anyone's interested in doing the tour, I would recommend it. I mean, it is on open roads, and you do have to work it together as a team, but it's epic, and it's a great experience.
Definitely gives you a good reason to go check out Switzerland.
We got
How were
stopped
the
by 3 trains, by the way. Like, one took, like, 10 minutes. Like, talk about frustration. You're like, "Ah."
Yeah,
But
that's
that's it.
frustrating.
It's what it is.
Maybe next year you can plan your timing better so you don't get hit by trains.
Yeah, but as you know, there's so many trains running around
So
Europe, I
many.
don't know if that's
Yeah,
possible.
right. How were the accommodations? Or
Good.
yeah, I guess you were there for a week, so you guys stayed in some like nice chateaus or villages or hotels or what was it?
Yeah, like, first 3 nights we were in Zurich, up on the Zurichberg mountain where they had Worlds a couple years ago, as you know.
Yeah,
You were
I
there.
saw on Strava the route that you did, and that's where our race started going around that lake there, and then we popped over that climb and then did loops around Zurich proper. But yeah, I knew exactly where you were. It was
Yeah.
cool.
You go up the Pfannenstiel, that's a famous that used to be in a World Cup, which was a one-day race back in the 2000s called GP Zurich.
Mm.
Super
I don't know
cool.
the name of the climb, but we didn't go anything. We didn't go over anything too long. Like everything
Yeah,
was under 5 minutes or something, 5-10 minutes. So
yeah, maybe a
maybe
little
maybe
more.
this was more like 7 to 10 minutes, but
Yeah. Yeah, no,
yeah,
no, not 10 minutes, but 7,
it
6.
it it connected that littler lake to Zurich Lake.
Yeah, yeah, the
Yeah, so
Greifensee.
yeah. Um, but yeah,
But yeah, our accommodations were great. We got to see the pro Zurich crit a couple nights ago. Demi Vollering was there. Really cool energy.
yeah,
That
that's
was really
sweet.
cool. Yeah,
That's cool. That's one of those post Tour de France crits, right?
it is. And
For the women.
like for sure, they paid. Like Mauro Schmidt was there. He won the men. And I was curious if it was a fixed race, but I don't think it was fixed. I think it's a full on race.
Really? It's
Hmm.
real? I always think those things are fixed.
Most of the time, they are fixed. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
and I had this discussion with Fari and the guys. They couldn't believe that they were fixed races. I was like, yeah, I used to do them. Like
Yeah.
most people understand they're fixed. It doesn't really matter because it's really about the atmosphere. Like it's
It's like
fun.
WWE.
Yeah, a little bit. But
Yeah,
this one, I don't think it was fixed. Yeah,
oh, well, that's pretty cool.
proper race. In fact, Demi didn't win, so that's kind of a sign that it's not fixed.
Mm, yeah, that's pretty sweet. So then, yeah, so you stayed in Zurich for a few nights, and then where'd you pop over after that?
Well, we were in Zurich, and then the tour started in Schaffhausen. So we had our luggage transported, and Nicolette and I rode to Schaffhausen, and which for me, I think maybe you saw on Strava was good memories because that's where I won Tour Swiss on the last day. There was a time trial in Schaffhausen, and Damiano Cunego had the jersey, and I overtook him in the time trial.
Yeah,
So
I did see that. That was pretty cool.
good memory.
Legendary moments from Levi
Yeah,
Leipheimer.
yeah. I
That's pretty
mean,
cool. That's awesome.
definitely a
Doesn't
highlight of my career.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't get much bigger than winning Tour de Swiss GC. There's only a few bigger races than that.
Right. So
So
yeah, then we did tour. Woke up at 3:30 in the morning. Started at 5. You start with a headlight, tail light, bunch of reflectors, stickers you got to put all over your bike.
you guys have at least a car with hazards on behind you, or no?
We did have a car kind of behind us. Sometimes it's difficult for the car to follow, like especially in the beginning because we're like dicing through Schaffhausen streets, and you're supposed to like obey all traffic lights, but I know that the first couple teams were not doing that. In fact, at one point, a marshal stopped Brennan and Tim and Clement. They were together. The three of them stopped them. We came upon in the car, and they were like, "This guy stopped us." We get on the phone with the organizer, and he's like, "We got a call from the mayor of blah 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 village, and you said that you were on the other side of the road going around traffic." And one of the other guys in the vehicle was like, who's Slovenian, whose wife was driving. They have like a whole cycling tour company, and they were supporting us. But they were also supporting the second place team of Corey Davis and Sunrise. And he was like, "That's not us. That's the Sunrise team. They have Slovenian license plates as well." And so we got stopped for their infraction. Yeah,
That's funny.
drama.
Wow, drama. Well, that's
So
cool,
anyway,
man.
that's tour. But I do want to hear about the Arctic Race of Norway. Beautiful,
Yeah.
right? The Lofoten Islands.
Wow. Super, super pretty, man. It doesn't even. It feels like.
Doesn't feel real, does
Have
it?
you watched Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, well, that's New Zealand, but yeah,
Yeah, but it feels like Middle Earth out there.
yeah,
It doesn't feel
yeah.
real. It's
No, you're
crazy.
standing there and you're like, "Is this real?"
No, it's unreal. And the first day of the race, we got blessed with like a beautiful day. It was like 55, 60 degrees, no rain, sun was out. It was awesome. So that was a nice intro to the race. And then every day after was like 45 and raining. But nonetheless, like you're going through all these fjords and it's just like you don't realize that there's like mountains there. So it's just like mountains and then lakes, mountains, lakes. And it's just so beautiful and
Ocean. It's the ocean.
right, inlets, sea inlets, but they look
Yeah,
like lakes at least
yeah,
when you're running
right.
around them. So that was pretty cool. And the race, some of the days after break formation ended, which sometimes it like would just go straight off the car, and other days it was maybe like 45 minutes of fighting, but pretty easy stages nonetheless until you got to the final. So you got some moments where you could chat to friends and just enjoy the scenery with the boys and just like look around and stuff. It was a cool experience. It was like a really, really nice race. ASO did a great job putting it on. It was organized super well. The routes were really good and it was fantastic. In day one, we started off hot with the third place with Riley. Um, I love getting into the mix and doing a good lead out and feeling really comfortable in the bunch and being able to navigate the bunch and just feeling confident, knowing where the gaps are going to open and when the right time is to move up always feels nice. And that's kind of how it went for us. We didn't get to win, but we were always up there third, fourth place on the sprint days. And I was always the first guy. So I would kind of navigate the guys into the key moments when we would come onto the finishing laps. I would get us into the laps in good position. And then leading around the first time, I would try and get us through the finish line and set the boys up to be in good position to start our lead out. So I enjoy that job. That was really fun. I felt, it's a small bunch there. It's like, I think 110 guys started or 108 or whatever it was. So it's not too terribly difficult to position and get to the front of the bike race, but they were actually pretty hectic sprints, and because everybody comes to these sprints so fresh and everybody thinks that they can win. So it was kind of a dogfight and hargy bargy, a little bit sketch, but I felt really confident in our ability to position. So um, that made it really fun, and I had a blast the first couple days, and then we came to the Store High Summit finish. I think it's like the Mont Ventoux of Norway. It was like 3.2K at like 12% or something. It was gnarly.
I
Um,
think I saw the footage.
yeah,
It's
so
where
it was
the Stana guy won.
right, yeah, Silva one.
Yeah.
Um, super gnarly climb, but that whole day we decided to ride in the peloton. So we sat like first team, and Brody was doing a great job riding all day. Um, but I actually underestimated how much more wind you take when you sit like fourth or fifth wheel all day. Like you don't really feel it. Like I'm not looking at my power or anything, and when the legs are good, you don't really feel it. But like doing 250 average versus sitting in the bunch and doing like 200 average kind of makes a big difference. Not really, but when it comes to like the fight started like 30 Ks out from the climb because we went from big roads to like an obvious narrowing, and it was like a really narrow road more or less to the bottom of the climb. So it was like we were riding all day, sitting first team, and then all of a sudden everybody starts fighting for position to try and get into the technical part before the bottom of the climb in good position. So we ended up taking the right side of the road, and Q36.5 took the left, and then the teams in the middle were kind of sitting a little bit back, but everybody was fighting for position, and that 30K drag was tiring. I was sitting behind Ezra, who's like a big guy, so probably gives the best draft in the whole peloton. But I had to keep the right hand side closed to make sure like no teams would kind of come up the right hand side and swamp us. So I wasn't really sitting in his draft. I was like half in his draft, half in the wind. And then so when I got to my job, which was coming through this town, it was like a twisty town where everybody was fighting for. And then it was like 2.5, 3Ks to the bottom of the climb where that was like the key spot to be in good position because you turned left onto the finishing climb and it was super narrow road, really no chance to move up. So your position was stuck once you got there. So that was my job, was to bring the guys as best as possible into the bottom of that climb. And then yeah, I've been feeling good training the whole time before the race, and I felt great in the race. So I wanted to do my job, and then once I pulled off, I wanted to just see how hard I could go to the finish line and just kind of empty the tank. So once I did my pull and the guys finished the positioning into the bottom of the climb, I went full to the top of the climb, and yeah, I ended up doing like I think my second or third best ever 30-minute power from doing the lead out into the bottom of the climb and then finishing full gas up the climb. So that was a good effort, and I was just happy to. I was slobbering the last 1K. Like I got across the line just fucked. But yeah,
So
I was.
why was that your strategy
What do you mean?
to keep going full to the top?
Well, I just wanted to just empty my own tank. I just wanted to see how hard I could go, because why
Like a
not?
training thing?
Yeah, I mean, after my job was done, I just wanted to like catch my breath for a second. You know, I lost all the position. I went to the back, but then I just wanted to get to the bottom of the climb and then just push hard to the finish line just to see. You know, I rarely get to go full gas to the finish line. You know, my finish line is always like before the finish line because I'm always working for other guys. So I kind of just wanted to go hard to the finish line, see how it
Is that
felt.
because the next day you knew that like you weren't going in the break or something like that? Or
Well, the next day was actually an insane fight for the breakaway. It ended up being like every single team wanted to be in the breakaway. And this was made apparent to me after 45 minutes of full fighting, and every team was jumping, and it was mayhem. Like there was no control, no nothing. And break formation lasted 2 hours. It was full gas. I did like an hour and 30 minutes, or an hour 15, an hour 30 on like 400 normalized. It was insane. It was a huge fight. Um, but yeah, I went a little monkey brain there, and I like kind of forgot the whole idea of like once you get in a breakaway, you want to be fresh and like be able to contest the finish and win. But I was just having fun in racing. I like totally forgot about the idea of winning the bike race, and I just wanted to be in the break. So it was kind of I was not being like the smartest. The first 45, I was being pretty smart, like surfing my way into moves and being pretty economic about it. But then like once it was made apparent that everybody wanted to be in the break, I was just like jumping with everything. Um so then and then it ended up being that three guys went away. It was like two Uno X guy and then some other guy. So then it was all about coming to the finish line with Byron, our climber, because it was like a 5-6 minute finish hill, mountaintop finish, pretty steep. So yeah, then we kind of just sat in the bunch and Astana controlled and with a couple other teams. And then yeah, I was pretty tired from break formation, so I did what I could, bringing the guys towards the key point, going over the bridge. Didn't quite make it to the bridge, but we had a full team there, so we did great getting Byron into the bottom of that climb, and then Byron did his thing. But yeah, it was a really fun race. I had a blast there. It was cool.
Good.
Yeah, it was good to be back racing again in Europe and being in the bunch and seeing all familiar faces and getting to catch up with some guys.
Did
I
you
think
try the fish that they dry on those racks?
no, but we had salmon like a bunch of nights, and it was like the best salmon I've ever had. It was so good. Um, there was also this like oh, also what we did, there's like this store pretty close by to the first hotel we were staying at, and I always like trying when I go to like cool new places. I like to try like their local, I don't know, chocolate bars or something. So I had a cool Norwegian chocolate bar that was really really good. Um, so yeah, I forget the name of it. It's unlegible to me, but it was
Yeah.
good nonetheless.
It's got like an
But
A
yeah,
with a circle above it and a
yeah, some weird
O.
letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, an A and an E like combined.
Well, do you know in the very southern tip of the Lofoten Islands, the last town is it's and it's just an A with a circle. That's the name of the town.
Really? Just A with a dot above it or whatever. What could that possibly mean?
I don't know.
It's
I
just
rode my
like if
bike
you're
there
it's
one
like
day.
your town in America being called like A, just a normal letter.
Yeah, I guess.
Weird.
Um, yeah.
But yeah, I don't really like cheese, but there's this Norwegian cheese that the guys had tried at the dinner table. I said no, thank you, but it didn't look too appetizing. It was like an off-colored brownish orange.
Yeah.
It stunk like feet. It was bad, and nobody liked it, dude. Nobody liked it. I was like, guys, you're really gonna try this before the race? This could make you seriously ill.
I tried some sort of like black, salty licorice shit that they eat up there. It was fucking terrible.
These Viking people don't have great palates. I mean, they got their fish dialed for the most part, but
Yeah.
some of this other crap is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever. Must make you fast because they're all fast.
seriously, they are. They are. But yeah, no, it was good. The weather, like, I was really happy how I like handled the cold. I was pretty nervous about how I would fare in the cold, considering I'm pretty skinny. But for, I started one of the days. It was like pretty cold at the start. It was like 45, 50 degrees and raining. Started with like leg warmers, arm warmers, jacket. Well, base layer, arm warmers, jacket, rain jacket,
Oof.
buff, hat.
Oof.
And yeah, and so it rained for like 2 hours and then it got dry for about an hour. So I took everything off. Took me 3 trips because the caravan is so small that if you stop to go pee, you are almost in the ambulances. Like there's like 12 cars and then it's done. So it goes by really quick. So, and my leg warmers are really tight at the ankle. Like they fit really, they're snug, you know? So I
They're
couldn't really
hard to get
take it.
off.
Yeah, I couldn't really take them off with my shoes. So I would have to stop, take one off, and then get back in the caravan, get into the bunch, get a slingshot from the car, coast, take the next one off, and then, yeah. So that was a bit of a bummer, but yeah, I learned how to take take a cap off during the while riding. I was a bit nervous. I was like, God, this doesn't seem safe, like unbuckling your helmet all the way and then pulling it off the front, but I managed.
That's your first time doing that?
Dude, I've never had to do it. I've never raced with a cap on before.
Really?
So I need, yeah, I've never really raced in such horrid conditions before.
Really?
Yeah, I've gotten lucky, man.
Man, I can't even lost count, dude. It
Dude,
seems like
I've
half of
never
bike racing.
I've also never raced with leg warmers on. That was the first time I've ever raced with my legs covered.
Wow, SoCal
Yeah,
boy.
I know. Dude, when I was a junior, I didn't even own any winter kit. I had no winter, I just had summer kits. If it was cold and wet, I would just train on the indoor trainer. It's like 5 times a year down in SoCal. It's not an issue.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was,
Not this coming winter. SoCal is gonna be bad.
why? What makes you say that?
But you haven't seen the news. It's the strongest El Nino they've ever recorded.
They already know it's gonna happen?
So it's like for SoCal, it means the chances of a significantly wetter winter is over 90%.
Wow. What does that mean for us up in Reno, Tahoe?
It could go either way, but should mean a wetter winter than normal as well.
Ah,
But it's not as predictable as SoCal. SoCal is definitely going to get a lot of rain. Yeah,
I'm
like
not prepared. I'm not prepared for a true mountain winter, bro.
so you're going to stay in Reno the whole winter?
Yeah, that's my home.
Yeah. Well, you might have to learn how to Nordic ski.
Oh god.
Couple
Brutal.
days. Couple days you can do it.
Sure, I can do anything for a couple of days, but I
I
do
mean,
love
all you
bike.
do is drive up to Mount Rose. That's a whole free. They groom up there for free.
Yeah. What about snowshoeing? Can you get like a good aerobic workout snowshoeing?
Yeah, sure. It's not as fun because you're just so slow, trudging
Yeah, but
along.
I'm thinking of like trying not to get injured. If
But you
you
won't get.
fall,
Yeah, but you won't
really,
get it. Especially if it's soft snow. Yeah, you'll fall, but dude, you won't get hurt. It's soft. You only get hurt like in the spring when it starts to melt and then freeze again. Then it's like if you go early, you're on ice, but you won't do that because it's not worth it.
yeah, well then maybe we could go out together and you could teach me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll meet you in Mount
That sound
Rose.
could be fun, bro. Could
Yeah,
be fun.
yeah.
I'll look like a kook out there for sure.
Oh, dude, I'm 8 years in. I still look like a kook, so don't you got to let that go. It's a dorky sport, So you're
I
already
know,
in
but
one dorky sport.
I've managed to like get close to mastering not looking like a kook on the bike for the most part.
No, you look good on the bike.
Yeah, uh, maybe sometimes, but at one point I for sure I was a kook.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you start something new, you're a kook.
Right. Yeah. But I just don't want someone like you who's a beast to be like, "Oh, look at this guy."
No, no, nah, dude. I'm not. I wouldn't do that. Only
But yeah,
unless you came out and you're like, "Oh, this is fucking easy. Oh, this isn't hard," and I'd be like, "Okay, you're
well,
a kook."
I bet I could maybe beat you up a little climb.
No,
I know it's all
100%
it's
not.
it's all form, right? You gotta have form not dialed.
Yeah, like it's frustrating because we have like physical fitness, we have big engines, and then you get on skis and you're like, you can't put it to use because you're just
Express
so
it.
limited by your technique.
Yeah.
I
What if
keep
you
teasing I
stay in the
keep teasing Pete
tracks?
Stetina because Pete, he Nordic skis once in a while, and
Mhm.
I'm like, "Come on, let's go together," and he's just like, "No, no," because I'll beat him,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
What if you stay in the tracks, it seems like it's less form based, right?
Well, if you're starting off, that's true, so classic is like, if you just wanna kinda, like, shuffle along, it is a little easier at that point, but to master classic skiing is actually harder than skating.
I imagine it seems like it's real like tempo. Like you gotta
It's
figure out good tempo
It's
to
so subtle, like, to be able to you have to weight the ski enough to, like, pressure it to get grip on the snow to kick forward with the other leg. So it's total weight transfer, and it's so subtle in the way you apply power that, dude, it's frustratingly hard. Yeah.
If
So,
if we do have a bad winter, I'm keen to learn how to Nordic ski. Assuming I'm
yeah,
gonna be up in Reno for the rest of my life, might as well learn a winter sport.
yeah. I mean, there are guys who do it, right? Like, I'm sure that some Norwegians do it. Doesn't Sepp Kuss do it?
I don't know about Sep. I know
I
a
think he
lot of
does.
the American guys do schema, which is completely different, but it's still a winter sport.
A lot of guys. I mean, who does that?
Quinn, Colby,
Yeah,
I imagine everybody from Colorado does schema.
yeah, yeah. I mean, for me, like, if it's true schemo where you're charging, yeah, definitely, and you get to ski down, which is fun.
Yeah,
But I still think Nordic skiing is it's a little bit more aerobic. I like it more because the equipment is super light and minimal. It's like
yeah,
underbiking in a way, but
yeah.
you barely wear anything. Like it's comfortable clothing, comfortable boots. Everything's super lightweight and just, you know, optimized.
Schemo seems intense because you got to have like avalanche preparedness kits and stuff.
Well, it depends on where you go. Like most skimo is actually within resorts. Like you can skin up Diamond Peak over, on that side of Nevada, or you just hike straight up the groomed run and then ski back down. So you
That's
don't
cool.
really need a shovel, probe, or anything if you stay within boundaries.
Huh. Yeah, I
So
guess I guess
I
those
think you're
guys all do
seeing you're
back.
thinking more about like backcountry skinning, and that's not skimo. Skimo is like the race version of backcountry touring.
Isn't schemo just ski mountaineering, which is like the idea of climbing up a mountain and skiing down it?
It is, but the term schema really has that is applying more to like the race aspect, what you see in the Olympics.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they're not in places where there is avalanche danger.
Right. Yeah, I
Generally,
mean, yeah, if you're on a groomed run, then for sure, likely no avalanche. But if you're in the backcountry, gotta be prepared. But
and yeah, like I've been ski touring. They generally call it like ski touring versus ski mo. But ski touring, like on the west shore of Lake Tahoe, for example, over by Talac or Jake's, like you're in avalanche terrain, but you're on heavier equipment, the equipment that's more designed for skiing downhill and powder versus skimo stuff is like minimal, like super lightweight boots, super lightweight skis, the minimal amount to go downhill on, like pretty sketchy.
yeah,
But you're also not in deep powder, like you just wouldn't make it, you just sink.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, and like ski touring, you got to have avalanche preparedness, knowledge. You got to ski in a group. Not going alone is not a good idea unless you're really experienced. But even then, it's always a risk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting off topic. But
It's
speaking of
also
Quinn, he just didn't perform in Leadville. I see.
I don't know. I haven't talked to him since Leadville, but I mean, it's different than road racing for sure, and also being at 10,000 feet or whatever it is up there, and it's a different set of skills. Although I know he's good at altitude, but
And
racing the
maybe
mountain bike for a
he
hundred
might not.
miles,
Yeah, he might not have ridden much after the tour.
yeah. But it's also like if you don't ride the mountain bike a lot, it's hard to panic train 100-mile mountain bike race. Because like your lower back could give out. Well, you can panic train a mountain bike race.
I mean, I went to Leadville like 10 days after the tour ended. I mean, it's a higher level now, I'd say, but
Okay, but not everybody can be as good as you,
no, I'm
Levi.
just saying, like, I think it has more to do with where you are physically than the mountain bike versus the road bike. Like,
Sure, sure.
if he rides a
Yeah, I
mountain
mean,
bike enough in the off season, you can get back on.
I think he rides mountain bike much though. I
Oh,
don't
he
know
doesn't.
though, to be honest. But
Oh,
anyways, I don't think it's to be underestimated the fact that guys like Keegan are mountain bike marathon world champs and like this is what they're the best in the world at, and you might be the best in the world on road, but it's difficult to transfer disciplines like that. Everything might not transfer. Although I think
true,
there
but
is also
Lead, Leadville is the one thing where it's like it's not technical.
right.
Yeah, it's at altitude, but like if you're physically on form, it's the one place where you could go up against the mountain bike marathon world champion because it's just not technical.
Right. Yeah. I also think that it's likely that Quinn probably wasn't at his top form. I mean, if Quinn was in his Tour de France form, sure, he gets that done every day. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he was doing post Tour de France.
Or at least he's with Keegan. I don't know if he can't ever see him really. I mean, climb that ends at 12,500 feet. It's an hour and a half long. Keegan he's very skinny, lean. Like he's really good at altitude. I think Quinn is just on a good day is they're together.
Yeah. I also don't know if Quinn had a mechanical or anything. Like maybe he flatted and then just couldn't come back or something. I didn't watch the race. I was racing, so I didn't know
I,
what
I
happened.
yeah, I didn't either, but I read a few little things. It just sounded like he wasn't. He just said he wasn't. Said something like they were going fast, I wasn't. So, which is, chapeau for calling it what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Calling a
don't
spade
make
a spade.
excuses, right? If you're just not
Right.
good,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're not good enough.
Quinn's pretty good at that though. He's humble. He can call it how it is a lot of the time. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to do Leadville sometime. It'd be fun. I think
Yeah,
be cool.
it's not fun.
It's not fun. Are you just like
Yeah.
underwater all day?
It's just, I remember when I did it, like towards the end, I was like, why did I come here? Like, I didn't really know anything about it. Like, it was like, it's not technical. It's kind of a road racer's mountain bike race. Um, and it became a thing because of the numbers. It's 100 miles. It's at extreme altitude. It's beautiful if you're looking around. I mean, I wasn't looking around, and then it became, like Lance winning it, and then I won it, and then it became a thing, right? And Lifetime bought it and put a lot of money behind it, and it's definitely like a bucket list item for a lot of recreational cyclists. Like if they can complete Leadville, like, dude, it's hard. It hurts really bad. Like that altitude hurts.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I
hurt your
imagine.
legs. It hurts your head, your lungs, your heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So by
imagine
the end,
you.
I didn't have a lot of fun.
No, were you solo for most of it, or how'd you win?
um, I raced to win. I do remember there were times we were going really slow. It was, it definitely wasn't as deep of a field as it is these days. I was racing against Todd Wells and Jeremy Horgan Kobelski. He was the national champion at the time, and we went up Columbine together. We came down Columbine together, and I was always kind of pretty conservative. And then we hit power line on the way back, and I was like, okay, now I'm going full gas. And I went from there to the finish alone. Um,
How long is that to the finish line?
yeah, couple hours, maybe couple hours. But I do remember. So I think it was literally less than 2 weeks from the tour ended, and I didn't do a whole lot. I kept riding my bike, but after the Tour de France or any Grand Tour, by the third week you're eating so much, right? And then that you keep eating for like a week afterwards. You're still that hungry, and you literally watch your legs become twice the size. And the one thing I remember when I did Leadville, I literally had half a cookie the entire race. I had this cookie in my pocket. I had other stuff, but I was not hungry. I was like, I better eat something. So and the only thing that sounded appetizing was this cookie in my pocket, and I had half of it. That's all I ate. I was
Bro,
so super compensated with glycogen. I had so much glycogen.
what the fuck? You won Leadville fasted, bro.
I wasn't fasting. It was all in my legs and my liver, I guess. But I would just, yeah, 6 hours, 15 minutes. Like I literally ate like 200 calories the whole day.
Dude, that is wild. How'd you not fucking bonk?
Dude, I'm telling you, like you're so super compensated after a
You're
Tour
a
de France.
specimen, bro.
I don't know. I mean, I think you'll
Dude,
still
do you not
experience.
realize how ridiculous that sounds? Not eating
It does
enough.
sound ridiculous, but that's how well trained you are after what was that, 2010? Like, yeah, I mean, it wasn't my best tour. I was in fourth until the last mountain stage, and I got like a sinus infection and just had a really bad day and went from 4th to like 12th in one
Did you have a
mountain. One
humidifier that
mountain.
year?
What?
Did you have a humidifier that year?
Dude, I'm telling you, I got a sinus infection probably because I was using AC. Um, but yeah. And I went back home to California, and then I went to Steamboat because at the time I was with Trek, and our Trek liaison lived in Steamboat, Ben Coates, and I spent 2 days with him dialing in the bike that they gave me, and then went to Leadville the day before. So I didn't know altitude acclimatization.
That's wild. Sheesh. That's crazy. What's the record now? What's Keegan have the course record now? Do you know? Is it like 5 hours
Yeah,
something?
it's like 5:40 something
But he did
fast.
it with drop bars, right? Like a road
No,
bike cockpit.
no, he actually, I think he said it with flat bars, and then was it last year he tried flat or drop bars to go faster, but I think the winds were really bad, if I remember correct. Um, but yeah, like he's riding to break the record until this year. The course was different, but anyway,
Yeah. I think those guys average like over 300 watts for the whole day up at altitude, which seems stiff.
and that's pretty impressive. That must be normalized because on a mountain bike there's so much non-pedaling.
Quinn averaged like 300 watts.
Normalized.
Averaged.
Dude, like you don't pedal for like an hour at times.
I'm just telling you what his Strava said.
Well, he's a big guy, right?
My weight, 75. Probably now, post tour. Couple Twinkies in the system.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's I don't think I could go there and do well. I would need to seriously train the altitude system.
Yeah. Anyway, it hurts. It's it's kind of like having a race in a laboratory too, like let's just see who's the best at this altitude and who can put out the power. Um I will say that, the tires and the equipment they run, like they're going pretty minimal. So those guys can definitely handle bikes because they're on small tires, fast rolling. It's again, it's not like the rockiest thing, but they're doing some high speed descents with rocks. So like you got to have skill not to flat.
Yeah, that would be my worry. Would be going there. I have like no dirt skills. I haven't ridden a mountain bike in so long, like competitively at least, and I didn't have much skill to start with. So I would definitely need to ride the mountain bike a lot because that's like it's so impressive how these guys they do all these gravel races all year with their same thing. They're running the fastest, lightest setup possible, and they just don't flat. Or if they do, they can like plug it, fix it so fast. Like they're so skilled at this. I'm a fucking
Yeah.
roadie. I'm a roadie
Yeah.
at heart. I don't know how to do shit.
Where's the car, man?
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, but then I will argue, like, I think they lack a lot in tactical know-how. So that's where as a road biker, you come in and you definitely see that. You're like, they don't really
They're just
understand.
stomping.
Yeah, they're like, if you're not rotating and pulling through, you're like, well, why would we pull through right now? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
'cause that's what you do. It's like, well, there's no reason to be rotating right now, like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
racing you guys, not the guys we dropped. I see that a lot, but and they always complain like, "Oh, don't be a roadie." It's like, you mean ride smart? We're gonna get a lot of comments on this section right now.
Oh, yeah, I bet we have more gravel fans than road fans listening, so
Maybe, I don't know.
what's next for you? What are you gonna do next?
Uh, I gotta get over my jet lag. I slept pretty good last night. From like we went to bed at 9 because I just couldn't stay awake anymore. Woke up at like 5:30. That's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's eight and
That's
a half
alright.
hours actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, you should be good. One more
Yeah.
day probably, and then you'll be fine.
What about you? What's next for you?
Yeah, I've got, like, 4 or 5 days here in town, and then a quick turnaround, and I head to France and do tour of Poitou-Charentes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
So
an
that should
old
be
race.
nuts. Yeah,
Oh,
4 days.
all those races are old.
Yeah, 4 days in the Poitou-Charentes region of France. Long days, like 200K every day. Um, if there's
Remind
wind,
me, remind me where is that north by Paris?
dude, to be honest, I have no clue. Let me see. Poitou-Charentes.
Poitou-Charentes.
Poitou-Charentes. Um, it is by, so it is on the western part of France. On part of it's on the coast, but it borders the Centra, the Limousin, the Aquitaine, and the Pas de la Loire.
Loire. Yeah. So
Yeah.
kind of by Normandy.
Yeah, similar region up there. So if it's windy, it can be really fun, hard racing.
Yeah.
So I kind of hope for a little bit of wind, which could shake up the GC because there's a 27-kilometer time trial on stage 3.
Nice.
Uh, and that in the past has kind of cemented the GC in a way. But if there's wind and there's some groups going up the road, it could make for some fun racing. So I hope that it's hard, windy, and then also I hope I have a good TT, and then maybe I could get a nice result out of it. We'll see. I'm riding well. Gonna panic train the TT this week and see how things go.
Who's the director?
Um, Alex Howes will be there, and then we have Gavin Mannion as well coming over. So, yeah,
Because I'm
Alex is,
imagining a lot of direction changes, some forests, some open fields, like having a director navigate or direct you on, hey, what's coming up as far as wind is going to be super important.
yeah, having a director in the car who's got the Vela viewer up with the wind and everything will be important because, yeah, there are some corners that will be raced to for sure,
Yeah,
which
and
is
I
exciting.
guess,
I
I
like
used to
that type
make
of
this
racing.
argument that I totally believe in race radios. I would never vote for taking them away, but I do think that when it comes to this stuff, it does make the racing in a way a little it makes it more aggressive, but which in a way kind of neutralizes it because everybody knows what's coming.
Yeah.
Um, but in my
So
experience, if you as a team you take the initiative and you're aggressive in those situations, that's the way to go.
yeah, for sure. That's how we raced it. Like with track, we would always be the guys that would like try and race to the corner and then split it because it's always better being on the offensive than
Best defense is good offense, right?
yeah. So the first stage starts north of Bordeaux,
Oh,
south
that far south.
more south than Normandy for sure.
So this is closer to Brittany, not Normandy.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, south of Nantes, north of Bordeaux, in there. Wind
Uh-huh.
is only 10K an hour. Like it says,
Yeah,
I think that might be today, but
that
still,
was,
but yeah, it's not as many direction changes as actually, yeah, a lot of direction changes, and
well, yeah.
it's
Anytime
all crosswind or tail cross.
you zoom in, there's going to be a lot of direction changes,
Yeah,
right? It's Europe.
yeah, yeah.
We're not talking about like Kansas here.
Well, imagine a full day of crosswind in Can. It'd be like UAE tour, bro.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
it'd be cool. Um, yeah. So like first 2 days are 200Ks, direction changes, cross tail, cross, finishing in La Rochelle. Looks like it'll be fun. Like, I don't know, just good racing. It's always fun racing over there. TT is medium technical, not really technical, some corners, but it should be fast. 27K, a little bit rolling, but mainly flat. The biggest lump of the day is 400 meters at 4%. So we're not talking about much. So that
Be
should be
good for you.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. And then the last day is yeah, more or less flat as well. 190K finishes with a little circuit. So yeah, it'll be cool. I'm excited for it. Some good racing. Good chance to maybe get a result
yeah.
if things click. So Can't say no to that. And then after TPC, I come back to Girona. Maddie comes out. My dad is now coming out for a couple days before he heads to the Vuelta to watch a couple stages and go see Kevin. So we'll have a couple nice dinners, and then I'll hang out with Maddie for a little bit, and then Maddie goes home, and I go to Luxembourg. Also a TT there, and that should be some good hard racing. Some
Luxembourg's
fun.
hard. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I've
hard
never
racing.
done it. Never done it, but it looks like it's hard.
Oh yeah,
You've
short,
done it?
steep climbs. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Tour Luxembourg, also the Tour of France went through there a few times. I mean, this is the Ardennes basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So it'll be hard, proper racing. I look forward to that. And then I don't really have anything on the calendar until Perry Tour, where I finish. But we have Tour of Langkawi on the schedule, and it's in between Luxembourg and Perry Tour. And I've never been to that part of the world. And if I'm not doing anything and I have to be in Europe anyways, I might as well just go and race. It'd be
I
fun.
did
So
Langkawi once.
yeah,
Yeah,
was it cool?
1999.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
yeah,
How
yeah.
was
I
it?
mean, Malaysia's a different part of the world. It was cool. We did it's called the Genting Highlands. Do you do that stage?
Let me check. Let's
Super
see.
long climb.
We don't have it in Vela Viewer yet. But no, yeah, I think we do it's like a 30K climb at like 4%
Yeah,
there.
that's Genting Highlands.
Yeah, which sounds
It en
crazy.
it ends steeper though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think there's also like a 13K 9% climb. There's some tough mountaintop finishes there.
Oh, more than one.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it'd be cool to just check out that part of the world and see what it's about. I've never been to that part of Asia, so
Nice, nice.
get some free
Well,
travel out of it. I mean, it'd be cool.
yeah,
So
and more
yeah,
racing experience too.
yeah. Need more race days anyways.
You're gonna do Worlds, right?
No worlds for me.
No? Did they already
I
do the
don't
selection?
I don't think I wouldn't get selected for elite worlds,
How many
especially
how many
not
guys
a
do the
race
road
Canada.
race?
Huh?
How many guys get to do the road race?
8? Like full squad,
Dude,
full
during
attack.
my day, nobody wanted to do it. Like, if you wanted to do Worlds, it was like, please, they would beg you.
Really? Wow. No one's come begging. I'll tell you that. It's been crickets.
Do you know the squad yet?
Kevin, Quinn, maybe Mateo, Lee, Artem Schmidt, maybe Magnus, Riley Sheehan, maybe, and then maybe Will Barta and
AJ, he just won that Czech
oh
tour.
yeah, maybe AJ as well. I didn't think about him.
Well, he's good, huh?
Yeah, he's doing really well. It's nice to see. He's headed to Q36.5, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, I read that. That team is
they're gonna be
aggressive.
stacked, man.
Yeah,
They're signing everybody.
Mara Schmidt.
That's gonna
That
be a serious team.
the guy that owns that team has deep pockets.
Yeah, he must. These
He
guys
owns
aren't cheap.
Piazzolo. He owns Q36.5. I think he's trying to get Campagnolo
Yeah, I've heard that.
because he
Yeah,
lives in Zurich. So I got the whole lowdown when I was there.
yeah. Did you meet him?
No, I haven't met him.
Oh,
Russian billionaire, I think.
Russian billionaire. I thought it was Doug Ryder's team.
Well, he's just the director or whatever, manager. He's not the owner.
He's the GM, not the owner.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say just. It's Doug, if you're watching this, just versus the owner, the
But
guy funding the
I,
team.
for some reason, dude, I highly doubt Doug Ryder's listening to this
You
podcast.
never know. Somebody will watch that and be like, send it to him, like
Yeah,
check out what Levi just said, like I
yeah,
didn't mean just.
maybe. So it's a small world. There's a
Yeah, it's a small world. People like to share stuff and
yeah,
stir the pot.
yeah. But no, I mean,
You know the concept of 6 degrees of separation, right? You're only 6 people away from anyone in the world.
how does that work?
And somebody did the math, okay?
But
Somebody
I don't even.
somebody actually went and connected every person, and they're like, maximum is 6 people.
So you're only 6 people away from having like a connection with somebody. Like that person knows somebody that you know. That's what that means. Huh. I mean, I don't doubt it. It is a small world when you think about it. Yeah, I doubt there's 6 people away from me that knows somebody in a village in sub-Saharan Africa.
Maybe.
The math is there.
There's that, and there's the butterfly effect.
Chris Horner show.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
That's what it's called. The
Oh,
butterfly effect.
I'm not sure how that correlates, but yeah, like one small change can affect big change,
Yeah.
kind of
Butterfly
thing.
effect is real though. I believe in that.
Yeah.
You gonna ride today?
Yeah, I need to go to the gym, like I will say the strength training that I've been doing with Derek, I really do believe in it. Feel like it's been beneficial.
I mean, for sure. Yeah.
And I didn't do any when I traveled, so I want to get some in.
You have to start slow so you don't hurt yourself.
I mean, I've only been off for 8, 9 days. So actually, I lifted the day before I left. So yeah, 9 days.
Mm.
I'll be
Did,
fine.
did you do your pre-ride activation there?
It's so hard when you're traveling and like, dude,
Yeah.
so much
It's
going
really
on.
hard. Yeah.
And it was hot and the rooms were like kind of struggling with the AC. So I was like, I don't really want to go do an exercise, get all sweaty right now. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. That's
you know,
exactly how I feel.
the motivation is very low for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. 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 Although I probably will do some band activation and stuff before the TT at TPC
Yeah.
just to get everything firing.
Oh, TPC.
It'll be fun. Have you done it before?
No, I never did Poitou Chiron, but I know I've heard about it.
Yeah. You would
When
probably
is
always
the
doing it. Everybody
when
that'll be there, I imagine, will be like guys who were long listed for the Vuelta. So guys will be in good shape, probably.
Vuelta starts this coming weekend?
Starts super soon. I think we're like less than a week out.
Well,
Probably
today's
this
Tu
weekend.
yeah, so it starts Saturday.
Probably, yeah.
Hmm.
Do we do our
Yeah.
predictions now, or do we leave that for another day?
I mean, okay, who's gonna win? We know who's gonna win.
Yeah, we know who's gonna win.
Who's gonna be, podium? Felix Gall, Oscar Onley, maybe Primos?
Fuck. See, you at least know who's on the start line. I haven't done any research. I
Well,
have no idea who's racing.
I know those 3. Those are easy because I mean, I saw Burgos, and those guys are preparing for Vuelta.
Yeah, well, Felix Gall looks really good.
I think Primos will be okay. I think they're downplaying, like, they're kinda using the I mean, he did get hit, for sure, it's not good, but in my experience, the teams will capitalize on stuff like that and be like, "Oh, he sucks. We just can go there, no ambitions." But, it's a way of setting expectations low for the team and for him and for everybody around to, like, if he starts doing well, it's just icing on the cake.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
I
I
mean,
think
Primoz is a battler. If
yeah, and the
he's
Vuelta
up
is
for it,
great.
I'm sure yeah, he'll do
So,
well.
he'll do well.
But I don't know where he's gonna go next year. He's not staying with Bora.
Yeah. Well, I saw that seems like the rumors that are strong and probably are true are Lotto,
I have seen the Lotto thing, but
which is very strange. But,
I don't
I think
know.
at that point, it's like whoever pays them the most,
I saw
they
we saw something on Twitter where like somebody did an AI mock-up of him in a modern adventure kit. They were like, "Listen, George, please make it happen." That
that'd
would
be
that
cool.
it'd be cool, but it wouldn't have much support.
No, but, who knows? He could be at the point where, again, it's like, just keep collecting a paycheck. Not that I'm not criticizing that. I mean, he would be even if you guys couldn't support him, whatever that means, like, he would bring a lot of attention, he'd get you race invites. I mean, it would be worth it if it could happen.
Yeah, the support, I mean, like, if he was still ambitious enough to go for, like, Grand Tour GC, I mean, you need guys who can, like, climb at that level to help him in the mountains.
Yeah, if he were leading,
Right, if he were leading.
but could still be done.
Sure. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Anything is possible.
Good to see your face.
Yeah, you as well, man. I need to shave. I didn't shave while I was in Arctic.
I didn't know you could do this.
This is like a week or two of growing it out. I don't know. I guess I'm just getting older, man. Fuck.
Looks good. Keep it
No,
going.
I look like I'm homeless. I don't know.
Teeth are too good to be homeless.
Maybe I'm newly homeless.
Yeah, that's true. Fell on hard times.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't know. Maddie doesn't like it, so it's probably coming off here soon.
Then
It's how it
that's
goes.
a good reason to shave.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, brother. Well, it was really nice to catch up with you, and
Yeah,
we'll talk soon. We'll stay in touch.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thanks, man. Take care.
See ya.